Hey, welcome back, everybody, into Good Morning Arkansas. The time now is 9:07 on this Friday, and today we're talking with a CHI St. Vincent specialist who cares for patients while they're in the hospital. Dr. Mark Smith is a CHI St. Vincent Hospitalist. Dr. Smith, thanks so much for being here this morning. Really appreciate you stopping by and kind of explaining to us a little bit about what your title is, a hospitalist. What exactly do you do at a hospital?
You know, a hospitalist is a physician whose primary professional focus is to care for patients while they're in the hospital.
Okay.
And in this day and time, there are a lot of primary care physicians who choose not to participate in hospital activities. And so we can actually serve as their primary care physician in the hospital to direct their hospital care and expedite their hospital care and coordinate their hospital care. And then once that hospital care is completed, then we can return the care of the patient back to the primary care physician.
Some of them don't like to, but will a primary doctor sometimes?
Oh, yes.
Okay, okay. They do.
You know, oftentimes physicians choose to participate in the care of patients in the hospital, and sometimes they don't. Now it's very common for a primary care physician not to do that, and then that way they can focus their care on the patient as an outpatient in their offices, and then we can focus on the care of the patient in the hospital and then coordinate that care with the primary care physician and return that patient back to the primary care physician once that's expedited and completed.
So you guys kind of work together in a sense.
Oh, we strive to partner with those physicians really strongly.
Yeah, and I think with that might give people a little bit more of a comforting feel, knowing that they have not only their primary care, but you guys as well to make sure they're being attended to, because a lot of people, of course, want to make sure that they've got someone who they could reach out to at any time, right?
Yes, and that continuity of care is important for the continuing of care and the continuing of the medications that are prescribed and the continuing of further testing that may be required once a hospital care is completed.
What's the benefit for the patient to be cared for by a hospitalist? Exactly.
You know, there's two benefits that I really think are the most strong, and one of them is the fact that we're in the hospital continuously, and we're very, very available.
Okay.
And so that way the primary care physician's not required to leave an office practice to come care for a patient in the hospital. The other thing that we're good at is we know the processes and the procedures and the staff in a hospital, so we can really be efficient in expediting that care and promoting that care and pushing that care along.
I have a lot of knowledge of how the ins and outs of a hospital work. I know that's certainly beneficial and something that gives you guys that advantage of making sure the patient stays, you know, in a sense of feeling of comfortability.
Yes,
yeah.
and we provide a continuity of care in the hospital. Yeah. A hospitalist usually works with a team of hospitalists that communicate and coordinate and expedite care.
What if I need to see like another specialist while I'm in the hospital? Do you guys?
That's another thing we're really good at.
Okay.
You know, when a patient's admitted to the hospital, their diagnosis is not always secured or known, and so as time goes on, that diagnosis may become more evident. And so we're really good at determining when a consultant needs to be contacted and called in to participate in someone's care. And then we're also available and know those consultants, have a working relationship with them already, and be able to communicate with that consultant and have them really quickly and efficiently participate in that care.
Some people could stay in the hospital for a couple of days, some for a couple of weeks. It doesn't matter. You guys are there the whole time, correct?
Yes. And once we call a consultant in, we usually just maintain that as a partnership throughout the patient's care. And then you have the benefit of having additional doctors watching over you in the hospital. And then on top of that, when another team member of the hospital staff takes over the care when one of the hospitalist team leaves, that's even another opportunity for a built-in second opinion and a built-in reevaluation by another specialist.
The continuity, I know, is very important, and I think it's also important to know what you guys do, because I'm sure whenever you say I'm a hospitalist, someone might always ask, well, what exactly does that mean? Do you ever get that sometimes?
All the time. Yeah, a lot of my friends ask me, now, what is it that you really do?
Yeah, and exactly.
You know, the hospitalist evolution really dates back to the 1994, 1993, when doctors started becoming more focused on hospital-based practices. And then in 1996, there was an article that came out in the New England Journal of Medicine that actually coined the term hospitalist and recognized that as a new practice pattern.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by today. Thank you so much. Dr. Smith, CHI St. Vincent, we've got the address on your screen. If you need to go there, there it is. Put it